I'm going live. Hi, everyone. I'm going live on Instagram and Facebook, so I'm going to keep looking between both of the screens. I'm going to wait for some people to get on. Give it a couple of minutes. Maybe less than a couple of minutes. That dead silence is not really great. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, everyone. This is the second episode of Live Q&A with Millennial Bookkeeping and Advisory Services. And I am T, your host. On the Live Q&A, we answer all of your bookkeeping, accounting, and business-related questions live. You can also send them in to us at liveqa@millennialaccountants.com. You can also send us post a comment. You can DM us, and of course you can email us at liveqa@millennialaccountants.com. Tell us what's happening in your bookkeeping, accounting, or business, and we'll answer those questions live for you. I'm waiting for some more people to get on. I've prepared about 4 questions to answer on the live here today. So how is everybody doing? Did we have a good weekend? It's Monday. Come on, guys. Come on to the live. We're live today. Ask me any bookkeeping, accounting, or business-related question, and I'll be happy to answer it for you here on the live. If your question requires a little bit more detail, then send us an email at liveqa@millennialaccountants.com. Again, that's liveqa@millennialaccountants.com. This is our second episode. We missed it last week. So we're back again for another live Q&A. Are we ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes. Is everybody books ready to be sent over to their tax preparer so that they can get their taxes done? Are you scrambling around right now trying to get your books cleaned up? Did you have a good year in 2019? How did that look for you? I'm still waiting for some more people to join. Hi. I don't know who that is, but hi. Let's see. Tell me who you are, who's watching. What's your name? Post it in the comments so I can see it. If you don't have a business and you have questions about starting a business, what that takes, what it looks like for you, ask me that question too, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. If you're a small business, of course, ask me any bookkeeping, accounting, or business-related question. If you're going through a transitional phase in your business and you have some questions, ask me that. Any questions you may have, I'm here. Okay. So we only have 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you don't catch the live, you can catch the recording, and you can ask your questions, post your questions in the comments of the recorded video, or again, you can send us an email at liveqa@millennialaccountants.com. Okay, so the first question that I've prepared is, what is the difference between bookkeeping, accounting, and tax preparation? So let's back to the basics. So bookkeeping is the process of entering all of the business transactions into an accounting software. Now, that could be a software like QuickBooks or Xero, or Sage, or it can be an Excel spreadsheet. It just depends on where your business is right now in regards to an accounting software. So basically, bookkeeping is the process of entering and accurately categorizing all of the business's transactions and into the accounting software. So whether that's, like I said, a QuickBooks software, a Xero software, an Excel spreadsheet, a Sage software, there's a number of accounting softwares out there. And again, it depends on your business and what your current bookkeeper and or accountant has selected for you. So it is the process of accurately and timely entering in all of your business transactions. Okay, so from the source documents into your accounting system, so that it's all sitting there nicely categorized in a timely fashion, so that you, the business owner, can see what has transpired in your business and what effect it has on your bottom line. That's bookkeeping. Accounting is the analysis of that information. And accounting is, it gives you, it opens the door for advisory. So accountants do your price modeling, your forecasting, your budgeting, and they need the information entered into your accounting system by your bookkeeper in order to analyze that data and advise you accordingly, so that you can increase your bottom line, or whatever it is that your business goals were that you expressed to your accountant. They use the data from the bookkeeping in order to analyze and project off of those numbers. An accountant cannot do their job without bookkeeping. Now, the roles have merged because bookkeeping is so important to accounting. And so you have accountants that do bookkeeping because they know what the numbers, how the numbers should be categorized, or how the transactions should be categorized in your system, so that they can analyze correctly and give you good information to use to make business decisions. Okay, so bookkeeping is entering in all of the business transactions. Accounting is analyzing what those transactions mean and how it affects you as the business in regards to forecasting, price modeling, any budgeting. So they keep that together. That's what accounting is. So accounting goes a few steps above bookkeeping. And again, those fields have been merged because accountants know best how the book should look and what information they need in order to do accurate analysis and assist a business owner with making business decisions. Tax preparation. So tax preparation in and of itself is exactly what it says. It's tax preparation. Hi, Trimaine. Thank you for joining. So tax preparation is exactly how it sounds. It's tax preparation, and it's not simple by any stretch of the imagination. And however, a lot of businesses focus more so on the external portion of bookkeeping and accounting, which would be the tax preparation, so that you can get your taxes done and you don't have the IRS on your back. But great bookkeeping and accounting integrates tax planning and strategies so that your tax preparation is almost seamless because it's something that you've done throughout the year and you've consulted with your tax preparer or your CPA throughout the year for any changes that are affecting your business. And your accountant has taken that and integrated it into your accounting and or bookkeeping, so that at the end of the year, when it's time to file taxes, it's not a rush or a struggle to find out what deductions you qualify for if you did something that you weren't supposed to do and it has a negative effect in regards to your taxes, to make sure that your tax liability is the lowest that it could be. This all comes from tax planning and strategies, and that's something that needs to be incorporated into the daily, monthly bookkeeping and accounting. And your accountant should work with your CPA, or your accountant or bookkeeper should work with your CPA if they are not all the same, because sometimes you can have a one-stop shop where they do bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes. So that they all need to work together in order for you, the business owner, to get the information that you need to make the best decisions that are aligned with your goals. So tax preparation is exactly what it sounds like, but it is a very important part of your accounting and managing your business and making sure that you're not scrambling at the last minute to get valid deductions and reducing your tax liability. This is something that needs to be weaved into the daily, monthly, annual bookkeeping and accounting. Okay, so that is my answer to the question, what is the difference between bookkeeping, accounting, and tax preparation? All three of them are extremely important and necessary. You can't do one without the other, honestly. And they all are pretty mandatory for businesses. Every business should have bookkeeping, accounting, and tax prep. However that looks for your business, if it's one person, if it's a department, or if it's, an outsourced company or outsourced firm, all three of those are mandatory. You're not going to get one without the other. Okay, so the next question is, when should I begin bookkeeping? So when should your business begin bookkeeping? Immediately, right away. So even if you start just with an Excel spreadsheet, you need to record the transactions of your business, because you're going to have to do the taxes on that, and you're going to need that information in order to make decisions that's going to affect your business today and tomorrow. So you need to start bookkeeping right away. And I think I might do a how-to video on how to start your bookkeeping as a new business owner or as a startup. You need to record those costs and any revenue that may come in the beginning. But you need to record those in such a way that you can pass that on to your tax preparer to make sure that you're optimizing your business and you're, reducing your tax liability as much as possible, and just kind of getting into the habit of thinking of tax benefits throughout the entire year. This is a journey. It's it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you need to, in order to make good decisions, you have to have good information. In order to have good information, you have to record it. Okay, so you should begin bookkeeping. It doesn't matter if you're a new business and you're just starting out. If you're incurring cost, you need to record that. Okay, and we have, our memories are funny. Let's call our memories funny. So, and we don't remember everything all the time. And you need to get in the habit of saving your receipts and documentation. Even if you just snap a picture of the receipt and then you trash the receipt, that's fine. But you need either a physical or an electronic copy of any transactions that you engage in at every stage of your business. But you should begin bookkeeping right away. Okay. I may post an Excel spreadsheet that you guys can use to begin your bookkeeping if you haven't already, or if, like I said, you're starting a new business. This is something that you'll be able to use to record your transactions so that you have it in a neat spreadsheet for when you're either ready to transition over to hiring a bookkeeper, outsourcing to a bookkeeper, or getting it over to your tax preparer or your CPA. Okay? So that is, when should I start bookkeeping? Right away, immediately. Okay? And then, so I have a multiple part question, and it is, what is scaling? Right? In regards to business, your business, what is scaling? What does that mean? When should you begin scaling, and how do you start? So I looked up Webster's Dictionary of Scaling. I can define scaling, but I looked up Webster's Dictionary of Scaling so that I can tell you guys what that means. So Webster's Dictionary says that scaling is, and I'm paraphrasing here, it's basically when you put your business in a position for productivity and growth, for expansion. That's what Webster says, and paraphrasing again. So for me, scaling is almost the same thing. I feel the same way that Webster does. So it's setting your business up to expand. Now, the setting up your business to expand is really the scaling part, because if you don't scale your business, then your growth is going to be hindered. So in accounting, we learned that everything is within a relevant range. So you can operate your business how you have been operating your business without scaling up to a certain point. There's going to come a point where you absolutely have to scale in order to expand and grow. If you don't scale, then you're going to remain in the same sales arena that you're currently in. Okay, so let's go into, let's see. When should I begin to scale? So I had a client that was a very small business, and sometimes we don't think that we have enough going on in our business to scale or to need bookkeeping and accounting and professional services to help us with what we're doing. And so I advise this client that I know you're new, and I know that you're still figuring out a lot of things in your business and even your goals and getting set on your goals. But what you do know for absolute certain, you need to begin to record it and scale it. So that way, what you're doing as you're moving through the journey of being an entrepreneur and a business owner, when you start out, there may be a lot of things that you don't know and you're not familiar with. But if you get into the habit of recording what it is that you're doing that's working and that you know is going to play a pivotal role in the duration of your business, you need to record that in such a way that somebody else can take that recording and duplicate it in your business. What does that mean? Multiply, multiply, multiply. When you scale your business correctly from the beginning, you take away all of the excess time, energy, and resources that a newbie, if you will, would focus on, and you scale that so that way you can move on to the next steps in your business to grow and expand it. And what you've already gone through, you've recorded it in such a way that somebody else, whether you hire them or you can do it yourself, but you've reduced the amount of time, energy, and resources that it takes in order to push that out successfully and get the results that you desire. So that in and of itself is growth and expansion. Okay, so when should you begin to scale? You should begin to scale immediately. Like I said, I advised my previous client to scale immediately. As soon as you know that something works and you want to keep it in your business and it is aligned with your business goals, you need to scale that. Okay, how do you start scaling? You begin writing down. You need to document what it is that's working, why it's working, and how it works. So the entire process of getting this, whatever this is for your business, you need to record that and scale it, right? So that you can do, it's easily duplicated and you can continue to grow, right? So let's not put grow or growth or expansion in a box. You can grow as a business owner, as an individual business owner. You can grow as a business just the same, right? So being able to remove additional time, energy, and resources from something that you have scaled into something else in your business that is going to continue to propel you forward, then that is growth and that is expansion, because now you have the time, and we all know that time is money. You have the time to focus on something else in your business that is going to continue along the journey to bring you to your goal that you have set out for yourself. So that's how you start. You start by recording. I would say record everything. I mean, this is 2020, right? So we have access to a crap ton of technology. So record it on your phone. If you don't want to write it down, record it on your phone. And then use a transcription service to transcribe it, and just make sure that you have it. And then set time aside, whether it's once a week or once a month or once a quarter, to go over these things that you have recorded, and then see if it still applies to your business. If it's something that you're still doing and it makes sense, then start to unravel it and put it back together in a nice way that can be scaled, that can be duplicated. When you can duplicate your efforts, once it has been scaled and streamlined, you're winning. You're winning every day. That automation, technology, whatever it takes to scale that, that's what you need to be recording. And of course, this is, what Millennial Bookkeeping and Advisory Services does. We do scaling is a huge part of our services. So this is definitely something that you need to start doing immediately, and you start doing it by documenting. Document. Okay? So that's the questions that I have prepared for us today. Does anybody have any questions for me? Send me in your questions. Post them in the comments. Let me see what your questions are. And I'm going to try to get them answered for you live. And of course, if I can't get them answered for you live, then I will take them behind the scenes and come back to you on the next live with the answers to your questions. Let me know what your questions are. I'm here for another 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Any questions, anybody? I'm here for another 7 minutes, so ask me your questions. Get them in now. Don't be shy. Ask me anything. There's no stupid question, and I'm here to answer any question you may have. If you're thinking about starting a business and you have questions about that, ask me that question. If you've been in business as maybe a freelancer and things are transforming in such a way that you're having a hard time keeping a handle on it, or maybe you don't know what your bottom line is or how much money you've made. 2020 is huge for that. This is the millennial age, and businesses are popping up everywhere, especially drop shipping businesses, e-commerce businesses. Everybody's really getting into businesses, whether it's a side hustle or it's your main gig. Sometimes we jump into these things with our eyes closed and just wish for the best. And, sometimes that's, we have the best results when we do that, and we just trust and believe in our higher power that we're going to get through it, and we want a change. If that's the case and you're in over your head, don't feel bad about it. Congratulations on your success. and, ask me your questions. I'm here to answer your questions, and I'd be happy to answer those questions for you, and hopefully help to point you in the right direction on how to not be so overwhelmed and in over your head, and you can scale and grow your business. So, hey, Instagram. This, the first time that I did this live, I could not get live on Facebook. I don't know what was happening, but today I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Facebook today, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm live on both platforms like I had intended to be, and that's awesome. So, I mean, that things happen in life, right? So just because you can't do exactly what you want to do doesn't mean that you should stop doing what you can do, right? So I went live on IG anyway. Okay. I'm still here. Ask me your questions. Maybe I need to have about 10 questions for these lives until I get enough questions coming in to answer live. Does anybody have any questions? No? I'm going to wait around for a little bit. This is live Q&A with Millennial Bookkeeping and Advisory Services, and I'm T, your host, and I will be here every Monday at 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, I think it's 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific. Okay, every single Monday I will be here doing a live Q&A to answer your questions. Whether you send them in to us, you post them in the comments, or you ask them live while we're live. Okay, and you can send your questions to liveqa@millennialaccountants.com. So we will also be doing some how-to videos that will not be live. It'll just be posted. And you can check them out in our Facebook group, Bookkeeping for Small Businesses. Okay, so we'll post how-to videos in Bookkeeping for Small Businesses. We'll also be posting some files in there. For instance, the beginning accounting system, Excel spreadsheet. I'll post that in the group as well. So that's Facebook group, Bookkeeping for Small Businesses. Come check us out, ask some questions there, interact with your peers and other businesses and other professionals. And of course, you'll have access to our how-to videos as well as any documents or spreadsheets that we upload into the files. Okay? Okay. I don't see any more questions coming in. But I want to know your questions, very specific to your business. What are you struggling with, or what do you need clarity on? Send those questions into me, and let me help you here on a live Q&A with the answers to those questions. So I'm going to close out this live Q&A, and I'll see you guys back here next week, Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific time. That is every single Monday. I'll meet you guys back here, and we'll talk about what's going on in your business. I'm going to get some more questions so that we can fill the time, like I said, until enough questions come in. So send me those questions. Live QA@millennialaccountants.com. Again, that's live QA@millennialaccountants.com. And I've also posted, and on Instagram, I'll post, there's a link in my profile about how to vet an accountant blog. So I wrote a blog about that, and you need help with picking an accountant, go check that blog out, and it tells you exactly what you should be looking for when you're vetting an accountant. Okay, and Facebook, I put the link in the description of the live. You can check that blog out to find out how you should vet an accountant and how you can get aligned with a good accountant that's going to stay around for the long haul. Okay? Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys again here on Monday, next week, Monday. Have a good day. Bye.